Hey guys, how are you doing? Have you noticed that there's something strange going on with music made by AI? It's finally starting to get really good. Like, it's not just that generic kind of robotic sound anymore, where you listen and you can already tell it was made by a machine. Now, there are things coming out with studio quality, with emotion, with real song structure. And the most interesting thing is that it's not just about generating music, it's literally creating, editing, remixing, and evolving an entire track just by talking to the AI. So today I'm going to show you this evolution, the Mureca V9, that's doing exactly that by turning an idea into a finished song with a level of control that completely changes everything we've seen so far. Alright, so let's get to the video. Well, Mureca is basically a music creation platform with AI, but with an important difference. It doesn't just focus on generating music, it focuses on complete production. You can create a song from scratch with text, turn a simple melody into a complete track, remix songs in different styles, and even edit everything on a timeline, like it's a mini studio inside this tool. And what's most interesting here is the V9, which is the latest version of this new model. It understands better what you want, especially in lyrics and style. And it generates faster, greatly improves the quality of the mix, and reduces that repetition that was common in songs made by AI. In practice, it feels like you're not just using a tool, you're working with a digital co-producer. Well guys, after clicking the link that's going to be down here in the description of this video, we're going to open the tool and click on Create Music. Here are some options. There's an easy mode where I can type my prompt and ask the AI to create whatever music I want, and I also have the option to customize. And here, I can choose if I want to use a reference song, if I want to remix an existing song, or if I want to use vocals. It can even be my own voice. I upload it here and ask the artificial intelligence to clone my voice, and from there I can create a song as if I were singing it myself. Let's start here with the easy mode. What should I ask for? Create an emotional pop-style song with piano, talking about new beginnings after a difficult time, with a striking new start and female vocals in English. Here in the model, I'll choose V9, which is their most advanced one, and I'll ask it to generate. Done, it's finished, let's listen to the first version.
The ceiling fan is counting down the hours while I'm tracing cracks along the kitchen wall. Spent a season hiding from the showers, waiting for the heavy sky to fall. I forgot the way the morning tasted, locked inside a room of gray and blue. Every single moment felt so wasted, just a shadow of the girl I knew. But there's a flicker in the hallway, a tiny crack beneath the door. I don't wanna stay here anymore. No, I don't wanna stay here anymore. So I'm stepping out to meet the golden morning. I'm breathing in the air I used to fear. The colors coming back without a warning. The vision in my head is finally clear. And I climb until the clouds are far below me. I'll find the strength I thought was left behind. The version of the world that didn't know me is a memory that I'm leaving to be kind.
I'm not an expert, I don't have perfect pitch, and in my opinion, it turned out really cool. Tell me what you think down here in the comments, especially regarding the vocals and the instrumental. Tell me what you think, if it really turned out cool, if the mixing here is better than in other tools you've seen out there. Now, another really cool feature here in Mureca is that you can take a song you've generated or one you have at home and remix it, giving it a new style. Check this out. I'm going to take this song I just generated, After the Storm, and I'm going to click here on Remix. From this moment, what happens? It will leave the reference song up here, and I can keep the same lyrics if I want, or I can edit them, for example, by asking to change the chorus, make it stronger, more impactful, whatever. I can make any edits I want to the lyrics. I can do this or not. And then, here in this other field, modify. Modify the style. For example, I'm going to take this beat I just created and turn it into rock. Let's see how it turns out.
No, I don't wanna stay here anymore. So I'm stepping out to meet the golden morning. I'm breathing in the air I used to feel. The colors coming back without a warning. The vision in my head is finally clear, and I'll climb until the clouds are far below. The version of the world that didn't know me is a memory that I'm leaving to regret.
Cool, right? So, I have total control because from this moment on, like I said before, I can change the chorus, ask to create something more impactful, stronger, change the language, whatever. I can do whatever I want and then choose another style. Rock, metal, pop, sertanejo, and so on. Once that's done, just send your command and wait for the artificial intelligence to create this remix for you. Well, now I want to create a song using another melody as a reference. So I'm going to leave the Easy tab and go into Customize. And now, instead of remix, which I used in the previous song, I'm going to use the reference. Well, here I have a few options. I can simply upload an audio file here, or I can paste a YouTube link. So, sometimes you're browsing, you find a cool song, you copy the link, and bring it here into the tool. I want to use this little snippet from a song by Alan Jackson as a reference. That's it, okay? I'll ask the AI to generate it. Lyrics here for me, and then create my song. Done, it's finished. Let's listen to the first version.
The dust kicked up by a rusted fort beneath the sky that holds a silver cord. My father's boots are worn thin at the heel, chasing a ghost made of iron and steel. The creek bed is dry where the willow once wept, secrets in the attic that the floorboards kept.
Cool, right? Well, now I'm going to remix this song here. For this, you click here on Remix, and you transform this melody into a complete and modern R&B song with your professional production. So, you see, and you have to get it.
Nós utilizando aqui essa minha música como referência.
Desk kicked up by a rusted fort beneath the sky that holds a silver court. My father's boots are warm, dead at the eel, chasing a ghost made of iron and steel. The creek bed is dry where the willow once wept, secrets in the attic that the floorboards kept.
So, it's really cool because you can vary the styles, you create a rock song, then turn it into a country song, an R&B, any melody you want. You just have to ask AI and it makes this change for you completely automatically. You don't even need to understand music. Now, this other option here is really cool. I can create a soundtrack for my little game, for example. So how do I do that? I just need to upload a reference video here by clicking this button. See, this one, here I go, my video. And now I'm going to describe how I want this soundtrack. I entered instrumental soundtrack 8-bit game 90s, and I'm going to ask it to create my soundtrack using it once again here. The V9 model is done. Let's listen to the first one. Add that there now. What's cool is that it respects the prompt I put here and also the image that's in my video. So, what does it do here? It not only understands what I wrote, but also interprets my video. And then it manages to create this soundtrack based on these two features. In other words, it becomes much more realistic. If you like the result, click on the 3 dots and you can download it in MIDI, WAV, MP3 format, or even download it as a video. So, it's really cool because if you're concerned about copyright, want to publish something on Instagram, TikTok or YouTube, and are afraid of getting flagged, this option here is amazing. If you already have a finished video, it doesn't need to be the entire thing. You upload it here, and from there, AI will create your soundtrack, copyright free. Now let's see how the V9 model does when creating music in spoken Portuguese here in Brazil. Let's go then. So create music, I'll leave it in easy mode and I'll ask for the following. Hard rock with intense drums about school life, taking advantage of the suggestion it gave me. Then the assistant says the following. For sure, let's dive into a visceral hard rock with that raw garage energy. Imagine distorted guitars with heavy riffs and drums that really punish the cymbals to capture all the chaos and adrenaline of the school environment. From the pressure of exams to the freedom of recess. Let's go then. Let's see what comes out of this. While he's creating here, notice that the agent itself already gives me other options in case I want to change it. For example, going with a more punk rock vibe, faster and more direct. Add a virtuoso guitar solo for a more metal sound. Make the lyrics more melancholic, focused on pressure and exhaustion. So, the artificial intelligence itself keeps giving me some options so I can improve my song even more. Done. Is it finished? Here are the runners of freedom.
The alarm clock is a shot in the dark. I jump out of bed and face the wall. I jump 7 in the morning, the coffee is cold. The bus passes by in the empty void, heavy backpack full of paper. Promises of a future that fell from the sky. The bell rings, the iron clangs. The system wants nothing to change or be fixed. Eyes fixed on the blackboard. She sits agitated without any attachment. Dead formulas, pressure in her chest. I don't fit into this perfect pile. Running through the hallways, looking for a way out. Gasping for breath, wanting to feel alive. Silence explodes, rebellion rings out. High voltage, blood boils. Nothing in this place works for me. Nothing.
Nothing here works for me. Nothing in this place works for me.
The alarm clock is like a shot at the shield. I jump out of bed and face the wall. 7 in the morning, the coffee is cold. The bus passes by with empty seats. Heavy backpack full of papers. Promises of a future that fell from the sky. The bell rings, the iron creaks. The system wants nothing to change or be fixed. Eyes fixed on the blackboard, judgment passed with no attachment. Dead formulas, pressure in the chest. I don't fit into this perfect mold. Running through the hallways, looking for the exit, shouting with all my breath, wanting to live the weight of the world. In every question, silence explodes, rebellion sounds high voltage, my blood drinks it in. Nothing here works for me.
Pretty cool too, right? So, you can choose and tell me here in the comments which version you like best. So guys, try it out. I'll leave the links right here in the description of this video. It's becoming a more and more complete tool because besides being able to create songs here using artificial intelligence, you now also have a studio option. So, you have a studio here inside Mureca that you can use to make your songs even more professional. Let me quickly show you the original song. You love to think of the silver, so I asked to keep the same lyrics and just change the style, making it more metal. Listen to it. Original song, no.
Conjecture, ready types.
So, using the same song here, I was able to make different versions just by clicking here on the track. So, it works like a regular editor. Then I can select a section here, I can cut, I can modify, I can ask the artificial intelligence to make changes to the lyrics, change the style. And I can also add drums, bass, guitar, keyboard, and so on here. Remember that I can change the tracks here any way I want. Because actually, I have a music editor here. So it's another feature that was added here to Mureca and it helps a lot. especially for those who work with music at a professional level. Because here I have transpositions, tempo, speed, volume. I can add or remove instruments, modify the music, the style, and so on. All of this without leaving the platform. Well, I think the pattern here is pretty clear. You're not just using AI to help you. You're using AI to produce music. And that totally changes the game, because the technical barrier pretty much disappears. So, if you want to try out Mureca, the link will be in the description and in the first pinned comment. It's really worth trying it out with your own ideas, because that's when you understand the real level of what this tool can do. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
And the moon is a dime, moon just a...